We used to talk until the night. Now silence fills the space with fright. The little things we used to do are fading like the morning dew. I trace your name across the glass of windows fogged from days gone past. You're here but feel so far away, and I don't know what I should say. You used to look at me and smile, but now it's been a lonely while. I try to hold the threads we wove, but they unravel as I go. This is a fading love, slipping like sand, right through the cracks in both our hands. Once we were fire burning bright, now all that's left is lost at night. A fading love, too tired to fight. We used to shine, now there's no light. And though I wanna stay somehow, I don't know what we're saving now. The photographs are turned face down, each one a piece of what we found. I whisper lines from favorite songs, but all the meaning now feels wrong. You don't ask where I've been today, and I don't ask, I walk away. Two strangers sharing one shared space, with echoes time cannot erase. I wonder when the color died. When did you stop being my guide? We're moving but we're not alive, just ghosts pretending to survive. This is a fading love, shadows and dust, breaking apart what we once trust. We build a world and let it fall, now we don't recognize it at all. A fading love, too numb to scream, drowning inside a dying dream. I reach for you and feel the void of something time has long destroyed. I thought forever meant we'd try, through every tear and every lie. But some love ends in quiet ways, in slow goodbyes that stretch for days. We didn't shatter overnight, but slowly lost what once felt right. And now I sit and watch us go, too scared to stay, too lost to show. This is a fading love, breaking apart, a story etched across the heart, where once we laughed, now shadows stay, and nothing good remains today. A faded love, worn down and torn, two aching hearts too tired to warn. We let it go without a fight, just turned around and killed the light. So here we are, too far to touch, a faded love that once meant much. No fire left, no hand to hold, just echoes in a bed grown cold. I see a shadow in the hall, the way you turned before the fall. I should have stopped, you should have tried, but pride was louder than goodbye. Now every step feels like a crime, each breath I take rewinds the time to all the things I didn't say, and all the times I walked away. I thought the silence made me strong, but I've been breaking all along. Now you're a memory in my chest, a name I speak in my unrest. These are tears of regret I cry, for every night I let you lie, awake and wondering if I'd care when I was cold and never there. These are tears for the things I missed, the gentle touch, the stolen kiss. Now every moment feels like dead, paid with my tears of regret. Your picture's lying by the bed, a ghost inside the life I led. The words you whispered echo low, in places only you would know. I wish I loved you like I should, I'd take it back now if I could, but time won't bend and hearts won't wait. And I came back to find it's late. You needed warmth I didn't show. I let the cracks begin to grow, and now the silence screams your name, and I've got no one else to blame. These are tears of regret I cry for every night I let you lie, awake and wondering if I'd care when I was cold and never there. These are tears for the things I missed, the gentle touch, the stolen kiss. Now every moment feels like death, paid with my tears of regret. I wear this guilt like broken skin. It keeps the hurting locked within. I built a wall and watched you fade, too scared to speak, too proud to stay. But now I'd give the world to hear you say my name, to draw you near. But silence keeps you far away, and I have no more words to say. These are tears of regret I cry for every truth I let slip by, for all the chances that I burned and all the love I never earned. These are tears for what we lost, the dreams we built and what they cost. Now all I have is one regret, to love too late and not forget. So I'll keep crying in the dark, your name still carved into my heart. And maybe someday I'll forget, but not tonight. These tears regret.
I still find you in the quiet, in songs that echo through the riot of thoughts I try to chase away, but somehow you still always stay. You left your name inside my veins, and now I breathe you in like pain. Each memory is sharpened glass that cuts me every time I pass. I told myself I'd let you go, but pieces of you always show in every corner where we were, in every word, in every blur. These are fragments of my heart, scattered wide and torn apart. You broke me slow, you broke me clean, left nothing whole where love had been. And now I bleed in empty rooms, filled with your ghost, with all our wounds. No one to stitch, no brand new start, just fragments of my shattered heart. I walk the streets we used to know, the cafes lit in evening glow, but now they feel like foreign lands. Without your voice, without your hands, I wear a smile that doesn't fit, a mask I made and never quit. But underneath I fall apart, still holding fragments of my heart. They say the hurt begins to fade, but some pain never leaves the shade. It lingers like a solemn vow that once was sweet but hurts now. These are fragments of my heart, ripped by every last false start. You walked away, I watched you go, with every piece I couldn't show. And now I live in quiet screams, you haunt the edges of my dreams. No way to mend, no way to chart the ruins of my fractured heart. If love was strong, why did it fall? Why did we crash and lose it all? I gave you every piece of me, now there's no way to just be free. I search for closure, something whole, but all I find's a broken soul. And all the echoes that remain keep spelling out your name in pain. These are It's me still holding on too tight to all we lost, to who we are, just fragments reaching from afar.
We sit in silence every night. Our words are lost, no will to fight. I used to know your every mood. Now all I see is quietude. You're next to me, but not the same. You smile, but it feels so tame. The warmth we shared has turned to frost, and in your eyes I see what's lost. We used to burn like summer skies. Now we just watch the fire die. It's in the way you say my name, a whisper filled with quiet blame. This is when love feels empty, when every touch turns cold, when holding on feels heavy, and stories go untold. We used to be unshaken, but now we barely try. I'm here, but something's breaking behind your distant eyes. This is when love feels empty, when nothing feels alive. You pour your coffee, don't look back. I trace your steps along the track where once we danced, now echoes lie. I fake a smile or don't ask why. It's like we both forgot the sound of laughter that we once had found. We share a bed, but not the dream, and love is bursting in at the seam. I reach for you, but find the air. Her presence gone, though you are there. And all the nights we used to crave now feel like silence we both brave. This is when love feels empty, like glass that's lost its shine, like lines read without meaning in books we used to find. We're here but so divided, two hearts afraid to speak. And though we once confided, now all we feel is weak. This is when love feels empty, and it's killing me each week. We didn't fight, we didn't scream, we just let go of every dream. One slow goodbye inside a stare of all the words we didn't dare. I'd rather break and fall apart than feel this distance in my heart, 'cause nothing hurts quite like the day love fades but doesn't walk away. This is when love feels empty, when silence says it all, This is when love feels empty, like something good is dead. So here we are still side by side, but love is gone and so is pride. We're holding on, pretending blind, but all we are is left behind. I gave you all I had to give, every moment, every breath to live. Built a world around your name, but somehow we still lost the flame. I held your hand through darkest days, but you slipped further anyway. I begged the stars to help me fight, but even stars can lose their light. I tried to be a steady shore, but you kept searching for much more. I wasn't perfect, I won't lie, but I still broke each time you'd cry. Ours was a love that wasn't enough. We had the hope, we had the trust, but somewhere down the winding road, we dropped the weight, we lost the load. I gave you all and still you ran. I tried to love the best I can, but in the end we both gave up on a love that wasn't enough. I watched you drift like distant waves, and I was the one who always stayed. You needed more than what I gave, and I was too afraid to change. We spoke in sighs and empty tones, turned promises to scattered bones. We danced around what hurt the most, till all we had became a ghost. You looked at me, but not the same, like love had vanished with the flame. And I still whispered, please don't go, well knowing you had let me go. Ours was a love that wasn't enough. We had the sparks but lost the touch. We reached for more but held too tight, till what we had slipped out of sight. I gave you heart and tried to stay, but somehow love just lost its way. And in the end it all gave up, all the love that wasn't quite enough. Maybe in another time we'd learn to bend before the line, but we let silence win the war and left each other wanting more. I still replay the final scene of who we were and what we'd mean, but all the tears and all the fight still couldn't make the wrong things right. Ours was a love that wasn't enough. Too many cracks, too rough, too tough. We gave our best, or so we thought, but loving you was all I fought. And you were gone before goodbye, left nothing more for me to try. And so I sit here giving up on a love that wasn't enough. You'll always be a tender ache, a dream I never could remake. But now I know through all this stuff, sometimes love just isn't enough.
I used to find comfort in the quiet. Now every breath echoes like a scream. Your shadow still lingers in the twilight, and I'm caught in the cracks of a dream. The walls remember all our laughter, now they hold a different sound. Each tick of the clock feels like thunder since you're no longer around. I reach for your voice in the dark, but it fades before I can find. All that's left is a spark in a silence that's unkind. When the silence is too loud and it's crushing like a wave, I break down and cry out, but no one comes to save. I'm drowning in the quiet that used to feel like peace. Now it screams that you're gone, and it won't never cease. I thought I'd grow used to the stillness, but it burns more every day. Every corner holds a memory of the love that slipped away. The wind calls your name through the window. I turn but you're not there. Just the echo of all the I love yous now floating through the air. I try to fill up the space with noise and blurry lines, but nothing takes your place in the ache of passing time. When the silence is too loud and it's crushing like a wave, I break down and cry out, but no one comes to save. I'm drowning in the quiet that used to feel like peace. Now it screams that you're gone and it won't ever cease. I thought silence meant healing, but it only holds me down like a weight I can't carry, like a scream I can't drown. I need the sound of your heartbeat just once more in this place, but the silence you left me took everything in its grace. When the silence is too loud and it's crushing like a wave, I break down and cry out, but no one comes to save. I'm drowning in the quiet that used to feel like peace. Now it screams that you're gone and it won't ever cease. So I sit in the stillness that you left behind, hoping one day this silence will grow gentle, not unkind.
I held on tighter than I should've, believed in every word you said. You made the hurt look just like comfort, then walked away like we were dead. I replay our last conversation. You smiled but it wasn't the same. Now I'm stuck in this suffocation, alone, drowning in your name. You slipped through my fingers slow, like sand I couldn't hold. And now there's nothing left to show except this heart grown cold. I'm falling to pieces, shattered on the floor like everything we promised don't matter anymore. You left without warning, no goodbye, no sound. Now I'm lost in the wreckage of the love you tore down. I'm falling to pieces, and there's no one around. I sleep on the edge of your silence. It cuts me deeper than your lies. Even ghosts have more kindness than the way you said goodbye. You left your scent in the hallway, your jacket still by the door, but nothing feels like you anymore, and I can't breathe like before. I try to stand on broken ground, but it all just gives way. The pain is the only sound that stays with me each day. I'm falling to pieces, shattered on the floor like everything we promised don't matter anymore. You left without warning, no goodbye, no sound. Now I'm lost in the wreckage of the love you tore down. I'm falling to pieces, and there's no one around. Said forever like it meant nothing, like love was just a word to say. Now I'm left with all the nothing you left behind that day. I don't even blame you for leaving, but I wish you would have stayed. 'Cause I don't know who I am now that you walked away. I'm falling to pieces, shattered be whole. But you broke me too deeply and you took my soul. The house feels colder in the morning. Sunlight fades behind the blinds. I reach out for your shadow, but all I find is empty time. The coffee tastes like bitter silence, and the walls don't hold your laugh. Since you walked out the door, the world is quieter than half. I thought the noise would fill the space, but the quiet only grows. And every corner of this place reminds me no one knows. The quiet after you left is louder than my tears. It's the silence of a heart breaking through the years. Every room is a memory I'm scared to touch or see. The quiet after you left is all that's left of me. I try to find you in the echoes of songs we used to play, but the music feels so hollow without you here to stay. The clock keeps ticking on the mantle, but it doesn't mark the time. Since you went and left me with this empty rhyme, I cover my ears to hide from the silence you made, but it's inside me wide, like a shadow that won't fade. The quiet after you left is louder than my tears. It's the silence of a heart breaking through the years. Every room is a memory I'm scared to touch or see. The quiet after you left is all that's left of me. Maybe someday the silence will soften and I'll learn to breathe again. But for now it's a constant reminder of how it all came to end. I whisper your name into the nothing, hoping you'll hear me somehow. But the quiet just swallows every prayer, every vow. The quiet after you left is louder than my tears. It's the silence of a heart breaking through the years. Every room is a memory I'm scared to touch or see. The quiet after you left is all that's left of me. So I sit in this stillness, trying to find a way to live in the quiet until I hear you say, I gave you all I had to give, every piece of my broken soul. But love was just a silent lie, and now I'm left without control. You walked away with no regret, left me stranded in the cold. Now I'm holding on to nothing, a story left untold. I try to fill the space you left with hopes that slip like sand, but all I'm left with now is an empty heart, empty hands, empty heart, empty hands. No more dreams to hold. You took the light, the love we planned. reached for you in desperation, but you were never really there. Just a ghost that haunts my nights and leaves me gasping for air. I built my world around your smile, but it crumbled in your wake. Now I'm lost in this empty silence with nothing left to take. I try to find a reason why, but answers disappeared, leaving behind only shadows and this hollow fear. Empty heart, empty hands, no more dreams to hold. You took the light, the love we planned, and left me out in the cold. Empty heart, empty hands, falling through the cracks, trying to hold what slipped away, but there's no way back. Maybe someday I'll learn to mend and find a way to stand, but right now I'm broken with an empty heart, empty hands. Empty heart, empty hands, no more dreams to hold. You took the light, the love we planned, and left me out in the cold. Empty heart, empty hands, falling through the cracks, trying to hold what slipped away, but there's no way back. So I'm letting go of everything that once made me whole. With an empty heart and empty hands, I'm learning to let go. I gave you all my colors, but you turned them into gray. The warmth we used to share faded slowly away. I held on to every promise like they were strands of thread, but now I'm standing empty, no more love left to shed. I tried to find the pieces of a heart torn apart, but every time I reach out, I only find the dark. No more love left inside me, no more tears to cry. You took it all away, left me asking why. No more love left to give, no more dreams to fight. I'm lost in the silence that steals away the light. Your words were like winter, freezing everything inside. I searched for any warmth, but it was just a lie. The memories keep fading like a stars are swallowed by dawn, and I'm left here broken, wondering where love's gone. I scream into the silence, but it never replies. No echo, no answer, just empty skies. No more love left inside me, no more tears to cry. You took it all away, left me asking why. No more love left to give, no more dreams to fight. I'm took it all away, left me asking why. No more love left to give, no more dreams to fight. I'm lost in the silence that steals away the light. So I'm closing the chapter of what we once had. No more love left inside me, only memories that hurt bad.
We danced on the edge of a fragile dream, whispered promises lost in between. You held my heart like it was glass, but every moment was the last. We built our love on shifting sand, fought the tide with empty hands. Now the silence speaks the truth, that love has fled, there's no excuse. I tried to find you in the dark, but all I felt was falling apart. Every word a broken thread, leading me to where we've bled. This is the bitter end. No more pretending, no more pretend. We lost the fight before it began. A love once bright now turns to sand. The bitter end, where hearts break and souls descend. I'm standing here with nothing to defend. This is the bitter end. Your eyes once held 1,000 stars, now they're distant, filled with scars. I reached for you but missed the flame, and all that's left is this pain. We said forever but forgot how to hold on tight, to live somehow. Now the pages of our story are drenched in tears and faded glory. I try to hold on to what was, but it slips away because every touch has lost its glow, and I don't know where to go. This is the bitter end. No more pretending, no more pretend. We lost the fight before it began. A love once bright now turns to sand. The bitter end, where hearts break and souls descend. I'm standing here with nothing to defend. This is the bitter end. Maybe someday we'll understand how love slipped through our hands, but right now I'm breaking free from what we used to be. Though it hurts to say goodbye, I'll let go, I won't deny that some love's not meant to mend. This is where it all must end. This is the bitter end. No more pretending, no more pretend. We lost the fight before it began. A love once bright now turns to sand. The bitter end, where hearts break and souls descend. I'm standing here with nothing to defend. This is the bitter end. The bitter end, echoes fading in the wind. A broken heart that won't pretend. This is the bitter end.
I watched you slip away like the fading light, colors bleeding out into the night. Words left unspoken, lost in the breeze, a love that's drowning beneath the seas. I try to hold on to what we had, but your shadow grows thin and sad, like a sunset burning slow and low. You're the only thing I can't let go. Every moment slipping through my hands, like grains of sand on distant lands. I'm reaching out, but you're so far, fading like a distant star. Fading into the horizon, where dreams disappear with the sun. I'm chasing a ghost that's fading, running from what we've become. Fading into the horizon, where nothing remains but the sky. I'm lost in the colors, dying, and all I can do is say goodbye. Oh, oh, oh. The memories haunt like a ghostly flame, calling softly but never the same. Your laughter echoes through empty halls, fading shadows on my walls. I'm stuck between what's lost and found, in the silence of this ghost town. You were my dawn, now you're the dusk, a fading light, a dying trust. I try to hold on to the past, but nothing good can ever last. Like the fading light in your eyes, I'm watching love slowly die. Fading into the horizon, where dreams disappear with the sun. I'm chasing a ghost that's fading, running from what we've become. Fading into the horizon, where nothing remains but the sky. I'm lost in the colors, dying, and all I can do is say goodbye. Maybe someday the sky will clear, and I'll forget the pain and fear. But for now I stand alone, watching the place you've flown, though fading slowly out of sight. You were my day, you were my night. Now you're just a fading hue in the sunset I once knew. Fading into the horizon, where dreams disappear with the sun. I'm chasing a ghost that's fading, running from what we've become. Fading into the horizon, where nothing remains but the sky. I'm lost in the colors, dying, and all I can do is say goodbye. Fading into the horizon, where love and light collide. I'll hold on to the fading and let the past subside.
Every scar tells a story, wounds that never heal, battles fought in silence, emotions I conceal. I wore my armor heavy, shielded from the pain, but every time I let you in, the storm would start again. I'm caught between love and war, fighting for something more, but the war inside my soul is taking all control. My heart is a battlefield where love and pain collide. Every tear a battlefield, I'm losing you inside. My heart is a battlefield, wounded and alone, fighting for a love that's gone, but I'm still holding on. You came like a thunder, shaking all my ground, but the silence after is the only sound. I try try to hold the pieces of what we left behind. But in this war of hearts, there's no peace to find. I'm caught between love and war, fighting for something more. But the war inside my soul is taking all control. My heart is a battlefield where love and pain collide. Every tear a battlefield, I'm losing you inside. My heart is a battlefield, wounded and alone, fighting for a love that's gone. But I'm still holding on. Maybe someday the fighting will cease and I'll find my way back to peace. But until then I'll wear the pain in this battlefield where I remain. My heart is a battlefield where love and pain collide. Every tear a battlefield, I'm losing you inside. My heart is a battlefield, wounded and alone, fighting for a love that's gone. But I'm still holding on. My heart is a battlefield, echoes of a love once real. Though the war rages on, I'll never let you go.
I swore I'd never fall this way, but here I am, lost and gray. You tore me down, broke every line, left me drowning in your lies. I gave my heart, I gave my all, only to watch it crash and fall. Now I'm standing on the edge, swearing never to pretend. No more tears, no more pain. I won't be trapped in love's chain. I've learned my lesson in the end. This time I'll never bend. Never again will I believe in promises you won't keep. Never again will I fall into the arms that let me crawl. Never again will I pretend that love is more than just pretend. I'm closing doors, breaking free. Never again, not you and me. The nights were cold, the silence loud. I was lost inside the crowd, searching for a spark of truth. But all I found was fading youth. You whispered words that felt like rain, but left me soaked in endless pain. Now I'm rising from the fall, never again to lose it all. No more tears, no more pain. I won't be trapped in love's chain. I've learned my lesson in the end. This time I'll never bend. Never again will I believe in promises you won't keep. Never again will I fall into the arms that let me crawl. Never again will I pretend that love is more than just pretend. I'm closing doors, breaking free. Never again, not you and me. my final say. Never again I'll walk away. The skies were dark, the thunder roared. Our love was lost, but still I soared. Through winds that tore, through rain that burned. I searched for peace that never returned. We built a world on fragile ground. Now silence is the only sound. I stand alone where dreams once shone, waiting for the dawn to come. The storm has passed, but scars remain. Echoes of love, echoes of pain. I'm trying to find my way again, to mend the heart you left in vain. After the storm, the sun will rise, wiping tears from weary eyes. Though the night was cold and long, I'll find my way, I'll grow strong. After the storm, the skies turn clear. I'll leave behind the doubt and fear. A broken heart can learn to heal. After the storm, I'll start to feel. The rain washed away the traces of us, but memories linger, painful and just. I held on tight to faded light, but lost myself within the fight. Now the clouds drift far away. I breathe the hope of a new day. Those shadows still whisper your name. I'm learning to live beyond the pain. The storm has passed, but scars remain. Echoes of love, echoes of pain. I'm trying to find my way again, to mend the heart you left in vain. After the storm, the sun will rise, wiping tears from weary eyes. Though the night was cold and long, I'll find my way, I'll grow strong. After the storm, the skies turn clear. I'll leave behind the doubt and fear. A broken heart can learn to heal. After the storm, I'll start to feel. Sometimes the darkest nights bring light, a chance to start to make it right. Though love is fallen, torn and worn, there's life and hope after the storm. After the storm, the sun will rise, wiping tears from weary eyes. Though the night was cold and long, I'll find my way, I'll grow strong. After the storm, the skies turn clear. I'll leave behind the doubt and fear. A broken heart can learn to heal. After the storm, I'll start to feel. After the storm, I'll breathe again, find my way beyond the pain. Though the past still feels so warm, I'm ready now after the storm.